The unknown message. Giulia lives a quiet life until one night she receives a message from an unknown number. Don't open the door tomorrow night, no matter what. At first, she thinks it's a joke, but the unease lingers. The next morning, everything seems normal, but she starts to notice strange little details. Her neighbor's car parked differently, a stranger watching her from the street. A strange tension begins to build. Throughout the day, Giulia feels increasingly watched. Nightmares torment her, shadows behind her door, whispering voices telling her not to open it. She tries to ignore everything, but as the clock strikes 7 p.m., her phone vibrates again. It's almost time. Please, don't open. The anxiety is palpable now. She hears strange noises outside her door, light footsteps and hushed murmurs. Someone is about to knock. It's now 9 p.m. The knocking on the door has become unbearable, slow, rhythmic, and relentless. Her phone vibrates again. Don't do it. Don't open. Giulia can't resist anymore. She moves toward the door and looks through the peephole. There's nothing. As she steps back, a loud knock echoes through the room. Her heart races. Another message. There's still time. Don't open or you won't come back. Giulia is paralyzed. The knocking grows louder, more frantic. She wants to flee, but something keeps her frozen in place. Then a muffled voice from the other side. Help me! Her hands shaking, Giulia grabs her phone and dials the police. But as she describes the situation, the voice on the other end changes. You shouldn't have called. Don't open. She collapses on the couch, terrified, but finally decides to open the door. Slowly, she turns the key and the door creaks open. No one is there, just darkness. Convinced she imagined everything, Giulia closes the door and sits on the couch, breathing heavily. Suddenly, she hears footsteps behind her. She turns and sees a dark figure emerging from the shadows of the room. It was never outside. It's always been inside. The figure approaches, and just as Giulia tries to scream, everything fades to black. She wakes up in the same night, on the couch, as if nothing had happened. Her phone vibrates again. Don't open the door no matter what. Giulia decides to investigate. She realizes that every night at the same time, she receives the same message and lives through the same nightmare. Reality starts to unravel around her, and she learns that her home holds an ancient secret tied to an old legend about the building. Years ago, a girl disappeared in the very same apartment after opening the door to a stranger. No one ever saw her again, but it's said that those who live in the apartment can feel her presence every night. Terrified, Giulia now knows she must break the cycle. She decides to face whatever is behind the door once and for all. At the same time as before, the knocking begins again. Giulia, filled with determination, opens the door and finds the missing girl standing there, pale and desperate. Help me, the girl whispers. He's coming. Giulia realizes there's a dark force behind all of this, and now she has to make a choice. Close the door and ignore everything or help the girl and face the malevolent entity. Giulia chooses to help the girl. She pulls her inside and slams the door shut as a monstrous roar echoes from outside. The entity tries to break through, but Giulia, in a final act of bravery, throws the key to the door out the window, sealing the entry forever. The shadows dissipate and the missing girl vanishes, freed from her curse. Giulia collapses, exhausted but finally safe. The next day, Giulia wakes up. No messages, no knocking at the door. Her home is finally quiet. But on the floor, near the door, she finds a small note. Thank you. You're free, but he will return. Giulia is free. Or is she? The end of the curse or a new beginning? If you enjoyed this story, you'll find many more right here on the channel. Subscribe, leave a like, and support me so you don't miss the next tales. Thank you.